What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again with my top 5 SEC rankings after week 9. I'm trying to make this quick because I got workers upstairs. So if you hear some banging, don't worry about it. Just listen to OKB and tune that out. They putting down new floors upstairs. So that's what I got going on. So I'm going to try to make this quick as possible. But anyway, season moving fast. It's already going into week 10. And I tell you, the more I think about it, the more I know everybody who watching this video gonna hate when the season is over. But I'm hoping, wishing, and praying that when it's over with, my Alabama Crimson Tide will be hoisting the national championship trophy. But let's go ahead and get into the video. At number 5, I got these Ole Miss Rebels. They wasn't in my top 5 last week because they lost. But guess what? They rebounded. And they back in the top 5. They beat Oklahoma this week. Trinidad Chambers went off another 300-yard passing game. All right. Ole Miss, they need to work on that defense like other teams. But if Ole Miss keep doing what they doing, they most definitely going to be a playoff team. We got 4 more games left. Now, Ole Miss, I believe they can win all of them. Lane Kiffin, it's up to you. If you're still there, because you got these teams coming after you. But I believe you'll be Ole Miss head coach to the end of the season, no matter what happens. Now, will you be there next season? I don't know. I hope you will. I hope you don't mess up a good thing, Lane Kiffin. But anyway, Ole Miss did what they had to do this week. So they back in my top 5 SEC rankings after week 9. And I think it's justified. Just my opinion. All right. Coming in at number 4. We got Georgia. I ain't want to say that. Coming in at number 4. We got the Bull Mutts of Athens, Georgia. Okay. They didn't play this week. All right. But I moved them up anyway out of the kindness of my heart. I'm just saying. So I moved them up to number 4 simply because I know Lane Kiffin won. And they wasn't in the top 5 last week, so I just can't jump them over somebody who was in the top 5 last week. Even though I had Georgia at number 5, I can't put Ole Miss over them because they just came back in. All right, so I got Georgia at number 5. You look at this Georgia team based off their last game. They can play 4 quarters. Will they do it throughout the rest of the season? I don't know. All I know, they played 4 quarters offensively against Ole Miss. I think they put up, what, 40-something points on Ole Miss. I know Ole Miss put up 35 or whatever. But anyway, Georgia did what they had to do in that game. All right, total 4 quarters by the offense. Now the defense needs some work. So, hey, maybe they'll get that fixed. But Georgia is one of those teams that just won't lay down. You can come out and jump on them, and you can lead all the way up to the 4th quarter, 3.5 quarters or whatever. But in the end, they find a way. Except against my Alabama Crimson Tide. That's all I know. But anyway, I got them Bull Mutts of Athens at number 4. And yeah, it pains me to do it, and I hope they fall out. And I hope some way, somehow, them Florida Gators can get it done. And yeah, I'm hating on y'all. But guess what? I'm going to give credit when credit's due. And you deserve the number 4 ranking on my top 5 SEC rankings after week 9, even though y'all didn't play. All right, coming in at number 3, the same team I had at number 3 last week, those Vanderbilt Commodores. Vanderbilt got them another good win over those Missouri Tigers. Now, Missouri, they only had 1 loss, and that was to my Alabama Crimson Tide, and Vandy handed them their 2nd loss. And Diego Pavia did what he do. The run game did what they did. The passing game, I mean, I say it every week about these Vanderbilt Commodores. They just a good football team, a quality football team. Now, Missouri, they did have a chance to tie the game up, but they was this short. But hey, This short was the difference between a W for Vandy and an L for Missouri. And Vandy got it done. I mean, this was a close game, 14-7. All right, I think it was 14-7. Wasn't that the score? I believe so. 14-7, 17-10 or something. But anyway, it was a close damn game. That's all I know. And Vandy pulled it out. And these are the type of wins that get you to the playoff, get you to the national championship game. And I'm telling y'all right now, Vandy will be a playoff team. This team got some heart now. As I said, week in and week out, this is not the Vandy of yesteryear. No way, no how. All right, moving on. Coming in at number 2, same team as last week, the Texas A&M Aggies. And y'all might say, well, they deserve to be number 1. They 8-0. They ain't lost. Look what they did to LSU. Well, look what everybody doing to LSU. I'm just saying. So, hey, it is what it is. So, as far as Texas A&M, they beat LSU. They beat them handily, especially in the second half. It was crazy. LSU had no answer for Texas A&M in the second half. All right. But the thing about it, the reason why I got Texas A&M at number 2 is because they only played 2 ranked teams. Every team I got in my top 5, all right, has played more than 2 ranked teams. Texas A&M is the only one. Texas A&M has only played 1 ranked SEC program, and that was this past Saturday against LSU. That's the only ranked team they played. And I think LSU was at 20 then, bottom of the barrel of the top 25. Just saying. And then they fired their daggone head coach. So that tells you the state of the LSU Tiger football program. So yeah, also they beat Notre Dame by only 1 point. So yes, that's why I got Texas A&M at number 2. And the only reason I got them at number 2, because guess what? If they'd have had 1 loss, ain't no way that I have Texas A&M at number 2. Not with that freaking schedule they got. They probably got the easiest strength of schedule in all of the SEC. So hey, that's just what it is. And I don't see them getting a loss. I don't, because they schedule is so easy. Texas is not good. Come on, man. Make it make sense. So don't y'all be fooled by them Texas A&M Aggies. But they are playing good ball and they taking care of business. I got to say that. They beating the teams that they supposed to beat. And these teams on their schedule, they supposed to beat all of them. Now, Notre Dame, different story. I believe that was the first game of the season, so really you couldn't tell what Texas A&M was going to be or what Notre Dame was going to be. Turning out, Notre Dame is a pretty good team, so I'm going to give them that. But who is their best win? Is it LSU? Come on, man. LSU or Notre Dame. You can choose between the 2. So it's either or. But Texas A&M, the schedule is not tough at all. But they playing good against the opponents that they got on the schedule. They don't make the schedule, so they playing pretty good. But anyway, Texas A&M at number 2. And at number 1, you know who it is. The same team that was at number 1 last week, and that's my Alabama Crimson Tide. Well, you might say, well, how can you have Alabama at number 1 when Texas A&M is undefeated? And then they blew out LSU, and y'all struggled with South Carolina, an unranked team, a team that had 4 losses. How can you have Alabama at number 1? Well, I'll tell you. I already told you why I got Texas A&M at number 2, and that's because they ain't played with 2 ranked teams. Notre Dame and LSU. And both of them teams got multiple losses. I just want to put that out there. Now, I'll tell you why I got Alabama at number 1, even though we got 1 loss, even though we struggled with South Carolina. Alabama, as everybody done said week after week after week, Alabama got 4 wins over top 25 teams. Matter of fact, Alabama got 4 wins over top 20 teams. Let's change that. They got 3 wins over top 15 teams, and the fourth win is a team that was sitting right outside the top 15 when they played them, and that was Vanderbilt. They were sitting at 16 when they played Alabama. Come on now. You had Georgia at they was at number 5. You had Tennessee at number 11 when they played them. You had Mizzou at 14, and you had Vandy at 16. And guess what? Mizzou just got their second loss. Tennessee, Alabama was their second loss. They lost to Georgia first, then Alabama. Vandy, 1 loss, and that's the Alabama. Georgia, 1 loss, and that's the Alabama. So come on now. Ain't nobody in the SEC got the resume that Alabama got. If you ask me, and a lot of other people, Alabama got the hardest schedule in the SEC. And guess what? Even though they got 4 ranked wins, they got 2 more ranked programs. Well, I don't know. Oklahoma might not be ranked no more, and LSU definitely ain't ranked no more. So there that went. So hey, I don't know. But anyway, freaking now. If you want to say, well, they struggle with South Carolina, they ain't even ranked, whatever. If you want to use that, then you got to use that against those bull mutts of freaking Athens. Because we might have struggled in that game, but them bull mutts of Athens struggle week in and week out. But they win though. So we struggled and we won. If you ain't gonna hold it against the bull mutts of Athens, you can't hold it against Alabama. But I know y'all will, simply because it's Alabama. But it is what it is. But hey, Alabama, and I ain't trying to be biased, and I'm not trying to be a homer. But ask yourself, who's had a tougher schedule in the SEC than Alabama? Ask yourself. 4 top 20 teams in 4 weeks. I just want y'all to know, this is the first time since 2001, Nick Saban's LSU, that a team has went a whole month when against ranked teams without a bye week and didn't lose. First time since 2001, Nick Saban's LSU. Okay? Just want you to know that. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. So, hey, anyway, that's my top 5 rankings after week 9. Number 5, Ole Miss. Number 4, the Bull Mutts of Athens. Number 3, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Number 2, the Texas A&M Aggies. And number 1, my Alabama Crimson Tide. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. If you agree, if you don't agree, it's fine. It's all opinion based. So if you feel like your team should have been on it and they didn't, they wasn't, don't get mad. All they got to do is take care of business. And if they take care of business, they'll be in my top 5 rankings. And if they don't, they won't. Now, y'all be blessed. Remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, and roll damn Tide.